2 years after the death of Emma McCarthy's father, an Army officer, her mother, Eloise McCarthy, moved to the small town of Lisbon, Ohio. When she was transferred from work, Eloise was a rather possessive mother, always concerned about Emma. Not just because she was her daughter, but because Emma was the last sign of her father. However, being a news reporter with a hectic schedule, very often Emma found herself on her own. After moving to this town, she enrolled Emma at an expensive private school, and especially took permission for her to be picked up and dropped off by the school's bus service. And though it wasn't allowed for students to carry cell phones, she requested for Emma to be excused from the policy. "Mom, I'm 16. I could have just used the local bus." "No, you will not use the local bus. It's not safe. Now as soon as you get to school, give me a call, alright?" "Alright, Mom. Bye." It was 7:42 a.m. when Emma walked to the bus stand. At exactly 8, the bus arrived, and Emma hopped on to find a handful of 8th graders. She sat down towards the back, a bit irritated. About a 20-minute drive away, the bus came to a stop, and Emma hurried off. But just when she went to call her mom, she realized she left her jacket back on the bus. Shoot. Emma ran back, breathing out in relief, when she saw the bus still parked in the schoolyard. "Sorry, mister, I think I left my jacket here," she said as she quickly ran in and found it on the back seat. She then ran back out and called her mom in a hurry. "Mom, I'm here and I'm getting late. Going to school. Don't worry about me. Bye." Before her mom could start reporting her safety protocols, Emma disconnected the line. A bit nervous, Emma found her way to homeroom, filled with kids chatting and laughing with each other. Emma tried searching for a seat when one of the girls waved at her. "Hi, you're the new girl with the phone, right?" Yeah, Emma, is the seat free?" "Yeah, sit down. I'm Caitlin." Caitlin was nice, and she and Emma got talking, getting to know more about each other and about the school. But about 10 minutes later, the classroom suddenly fell absolutely silent as the teacher stepped in. That's Mrs. Donahue. Everyone's afraid of her. She's the strictest teacher in the entire school. How bad could she be, Emma thought? Until she went through first period like she was fighting on a battlefield. Are all the classes in this school like this? Don't worry, next class is Mr. Taylor's. He's a very easygoing, nice, mild and mellow, happy man, if you know what I mean. What? The students all give him a hard time. He never says anything, 'cause, you know, he's still in the closet. Emma watched the lanky young man step into the room. He was dressed decent, had glasses on, and barely looked anyone in the eye. Well, that's not nice. From the 1st to 8th period, Emma got to know a lot of the teachers, some strict, some lenient, but the first day turned out all right. Emma took out the cold-cut sandwiches her mom left for her and sat down to watch TV, waiting for her to return. She was supposed to be back by 6, but it was almost 7 when Emma heard the front door open. "Finally home?" "Sorry, sweetheart. I tried to make it as early as I could. How was your first day?" "It was really difficult. I had to take the bus, and then I had to climb the stairs at school. Worse, everyone was asking me my name. I got so tired of saying, 'I'm Emma, I'm Emma.' Mom, how could you let your little baby go out into that dangerous world?" "Oh, stop it, Emma. I know it went fine, or else you would be crying because you are still a little baby." "Mom, I don't cry." "All right, soldier, let me go cook some dinner." "Thank you, and this time, remember to cut the crust off the sandwiches, please." As her mom hurried into the kitchen, Emma plopped down on the sofa again, when suddenly her phone vibrated with a message. It was from an unknown number. "Hey, beautiful. Who is this?" "An admirer." "Are you from school?" "I'm too old to be in your school." "How did you get my number?" "I also have your address. In fact, I was watching you a while ago, all alone, waiting for your mother." "Who is this?" "I told you, an admirer." "Don't message me again." Emma froze reading the text. Who was this? Emma curiously went to the window to see if she could spot anyone, but there was no one outside. "What are you looking at?" "Nothing, Mom. Is dinner ready?" Emma didn't tell her mom about the messages. She was always freaking about her, and hearing this, she would go berserk. But Emma couldn't stop thinking about it. Who could it be? Probably someone from school? No, one of her neighbors? The next morning, when Emma left the house, she suddenly noticed the boy who lived next door. Was it him? He didn't look at her and simply walked the other way. But Emma had an odd suspicion about him. If there was anyone who could watch her at home, it was him. Nonetheless, she hurried to the bus stop and on her way to school. "Some creep has been messaging me. You think it's someone from the school?" "Did you give anyone your number?" "No." "I don't think anyone even knows you have a phone. I only knew because I saw you talking on it, but I didn't tell anyone." If it wasn't anyone from school, then who could it be? As Emma walked up to her fence, she noticed the boy next door again. He was playing with a drone. She went inside, not paying him any heed. But soon after, she started to get the messages again. "Hey babe, I was waiting for you to come home. I told you not to message me. I just wanted to ask you if you would be my girlfriend. If you're too old to be in my school, then I'm probably too young to be your girlfriend. You youngsters, you're quite a smart girl. I like it." Emma cringed at the message when suddenly she saw the drone fly over to her backyard. Is that a camera on that thing? So it was him. Emma jumped out of bed, grabbed her baseball bat, and ran out. She would catch him red-handed. In a rage, Emma swung her bat at the drone, just when the boy jumped over the fence and shouted at her. "What are you doing? It came here by mistake. You trespassed onto my property. If your stupid drone comes on this side again, you'll find it bashed up in the garbage." The boy looked at Emma, shocked. "Alright, sheesh, like you didn't break it already," he said, jumping back over. So, Emma picked up his drone and threw it in the trash. If only now the messages would stop. But unfortunately, the messages continued, and they got nastier and obscene. "Saw you wearing that blue shirt today. It looked nice on you. I bet it would look nicer if you unbuttoned it. Do you feel scared sleeping alone? I'm right outside if you need some company." Emma sneakily looked through her curtains, but the streets were empty. "Why did you draw your curtains? I miss watching you. Stop texting me, you creep." "Mom, can I sleep here tonight?" "Sure, sweetheart. Is everything okay?" "Yeah, just some bad dreams." The next day, even while at school, Emma continued to get the messages. "Missed watching you last night. You didn't have to sleep with your mom. You could have just asked me." "Why don't you go sleep with your mom?" Emma put her head down as the rest of the class literally started partying since it was going to be Mr. Taylor's class. Mr. Taylor walked in. "Students, can we please keep it low?" But no one cared to listen to him. However, within a while, the class truly fell silent. Emma looked up to see Mrs. Donahue had stepped by the door. "Mr. Taylor, your students are disturbing my class next door." "I apologize, Mrs. Donahue, but they're just youngsters." Did he just call us youngsters? Youngsters? "You youngsters, you're quite a smart girl. I like it." Emma stared at Mr. Taylor. So it was him? This good guy attitude was all an act? He was the creep messaging her? He must have gotten my number from the school office. What was she going to do? Should she confront him? But how? It was towards the end of the class, while Mr. Taylor was collecting previous assignments, that he walked up to Emma. "Emma, is everything alright? You didn't submit 3 of your assignments since last week." "Yeah, sorry, Mr. Taylor. Forgot it in the closet. Still have to take it out." At once, all the kids in the class started laughing as Mr. Taylor stood up, the expression on his face darkened and humiliated. That's what he deserved for what he did. Hopefully now he wouldn't dare message her, or she would threaten to expose him in front of the entire school. "Emma, what got into you that was so mean?" "I can be a lot meaner." Emma was pissed, but at the same time, now a bit guilty remembering what she did to the boy next door. So after school, she went to the nearby electronics store and bought a drone as a gift for him and left it on his porch. "Sorry about that day. I misunderstood you. I hope this makes up for it. Your friendly neighbor, Emma." Emma returned home and laid down thinking about everything that happened in the past weeks. It was finally over, or so she thought. Until she got another message around 10 p.m. that night. "Don't you think you were a little too harsh? I admire you, I desire you, and you were so harsh with me. Now you have to make it up to me. Send me a pic." Emma was shocked. This was definitely Mr. Taylor. How shameless a man had to be. "Why do you want my pic? I know who you are, and everyone knows what you are. You're just hiding in the closet. You like men, don't you? How dare you?" "What, are you offended? Can't stand up for yourself? You don't have the guts to come out of the closet? You're pathetic." Emma waited for his next message, but an hour went by and nothing, even for the next few days. And as for Mr. Taylor, he had become awfully quiet in class, just barely handing out written work and checking them. But Emma didn't care. He deserved a bit of mistreatment. The days were going by as usual. Until one evening, after Emma came home from school, she got a call from her mother. "Emma, sweetheart, I'll be late tonight. Have your dinner and go to bed, alright?" "Wait, Mom, I don't want to be home alone." "Don't worry, sweetheart. You can call me whenever you need me. Lock the doors and windows. Everything will be fine." Without much of a choice, Emma locked everything, kept her baseball bat in her room, and anxiously tried to stay alert. Only to flinch to a sudden clicking sound from the hallway. Emma grabbed her baseball bat, hearing light footsteps across the hall. She slowly stepped out, too scared to call for her mother. What if it wasn't her? She stepped back in fear. She saw the figure of a man. It was him. It had to be him. Emma slowly inched back and tried to find herself a place to hide. Her heart raced as she heard the footsteps walking down the hall before they suddenly came to a stop. Now look who's hiding in the closet. As soon as he opened the closet, Emma snuck up behind him and hit him on his head, but to her shock, he turned around, chuckling. and wrenched the bat out of her hand. "Oh, you're a fighter." Emma tried to hit him, but she was no match to him and soon started to lose the strength to fight back. Emma was about to black out when suddenly she heard a loud noise as the man dropped to the ground, and soon after, police sirens outside. The lights flickered on as the police barged in. Emma stood up, staring at her neighbor. "You're here?" The police immediately handcuffed the intruder. But when they turned him around, Emma was shocked to realize who it was. "You?" George Atkins, the school's bus driver. On Emma's first day, when she had left her jacket and phone inside the bus, it was him who had gotten hold of it. Seeing Emma, he was instantly attracted to her. And having gotten the chance, he saved her address and number and began texting her. He followed her home and spied on her every movement, on her mother's schedule. He wanted to have Emma and was searching for the right opportunity to get her alone. But that night, when she insulted him, that attraction turned to rage. And tonight, when he noticed her blocking all the doors and windows, he found his perfect opportunity. "Your mother is not coming home tonight." Emma watched in shock as the police took the man out. She used that bus every day. She greeted him every day, but never suspected him. Thanks for the gift, by the way. I'm Richard. I guess I was still right about one thing. You were spying on me. Don't be ridiculous. I spy on everyone. These are all the assignments I missed. I'm sorry for my bad behavior. I hope we can start over again. Emma.
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.